Hey guys, what's up? It's Alicia from alisiameatstix, and in light of the new Warped Tour announcement that they made for this year, which is so exciting, I thought I would give you guys some tips that I think need some clarification from my Ultimate Warped Tour Survival Guide. If you haven't seen that yet, I'll link it below. But I've gotten a lot of questions about how to meet bands. I think it's kind of hard to explain that over just like typing and like responding to comments, so I think I just should make a video about how to meet bands at Warped Tour, because it's kind of complicated, I guess, if you've never been before. I have like a hair caught in my throat right now. This is really uncomfortable. Just cut the hair out. So when it comes to meeting bands at Warped Tour, each band has a different setup as far as meet and greets, so you have to make sure you are aware of them. So first of all, like when you're waiting in line to get into Warped Tour, you will be approached maybe by some representatives of bands, or if they're lesser known, maybe like by the band members themselves, and they will advertise like when their meet and greets are and when they perform on stage, and they would have that information on this like whiteboard thing that they would hold, and then you could like take a note of that, like take a picture. I preferably put them in my iPhone notes, because I put like all that information in there too, and then you can just like compare it all. So that's like one way to find out, like even before you're going in. Sometimes like if you check your favorite band's Twitter accounts or maybe even Facebook, they might post ahead of opening like when their set times and meet and greet times are. But if your favorite band hasn't posted anything, or their representatives or anything haven't approached you while you're in line, then the moment you go in, okay, so like if meeting your favorite band is more important to you than actually like getting like front row for a certain set, then I would honestly say, rather than going straight to the big board that has like all the set times, I would go run around the venue and find your favorite band's tent, and then they'll have some sort of whiteboard or something saying their set time and their meet and greet time. So sometimes you can just approach them and then they'll say the times, and you can talk to the merch guys and be like, hey, you know, like what do I have to do to get into the meet and greet? Most of the times you have to buy something, like some merch. Doesn't matter really what price. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but usually you just buy some sort of merch and they will give you a ticket, and that ticket gets you into the meet and greet. But they run out, so you have to make sure you get that before it sells out. That's why I'm saying, like, that's why I'm stressing the importance of like doing that first so that they don't sell out. Other times they don't have any like admission things because maybe their band is lesser known or something, so then you can just like show up during the time and they'll sign your stuff. I did that with the story so far. I don't think I had to buy anything. I just went and they signed my stuff. So most of the times that's how it goes. Either you can just go, or you have to buy something and get a ticket for it. Or sometimes you just have to get a ticket and you don't have to actually buy anything. So it's like one of those options. So let me give you another example. So last year for Warped Tour, I really wanted to meet Neck Deep, and even though it wasn't like a full-on meet and greet, it was just kind of like a quick hi and bye kind of thing. I still wanted to do it, so I went straight away to their tent. I had to just buy something. It didn't matter what price, I just had to buy something. And so I did. I got a meet and greet ticket, and then they were like, okay, come at this time and line up, and so I did, and then I met them. So basically just get there as soon as possible and you'll get a ticket and you'll be fine. Just make sure you take note of what time they're doing their meet and greets and get there maybe like 15 minutes beforehand. And I know that a lot of people get really anxious when meeting bands, like I definitely do, but I've kind of learned how to keep that all inside and try to keep a cool and calm composure when meeting band members and stuff like that, because honestly I think it's much more rewarding when you can actually have a conversation with them rather than just like looking at them and being like, hey, because like they'll probably not know what to do. So yeah, but if you're like really cool about it and you're just like, hey, like what's up, like how are you, they'll most likely like actually want to have a conversation, and they're really cool, a lot of them. So just, I don't know, practice in front of a mirror or something. Or if you have friends with you, that makes it much easier because you can just like hold their hand and be like, but trust me, they're just like any other person, even though like they could be your all-time favorite band and like they're your idols, but in reality they're just regular people. So just kind of think that they're your friend or something, and they won't judge you like at all. So don't worry about that. Just be yourself, be cool, calm, collected, and you'll just have a great time. So yeah, I hope that clarifies a lot of the questions about meet and greets and stuff like that. Give it a like if you thought this was helpful. Comment below if you have any more questions. I'm more than happy to help you guys out and tell you guys what's up and whatnot. So go ahead, leave me as many questions as you like. They are all welcome. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because I make videos every week and they're usually like band related or something like that. So yeah, that's about all I have for today, and I'll see you guys next week.